Carburangeli Cave, Carini, Sicily, Italy. You can park just outside and then walk in. You can only visit by reservation, so you need to call and book it for 9 a.m. or 11:30 a.m. You need to fill out a consent form for any injuries. There's no responsibility on their side. There's a guided tour, and at the end they show you these fossils. Inside the cave you can find many living things. The tour is completely in Italian, but there are some signs with some English on there. It is very limited. The first one is about all the different natural reserves. The one in the bottom right is near Agrigento, and you can no longer visit it because a child that was 3 years old died there. The whole land was private, however since this grotto was found, it meant that this was no longer allowed to be built on. In the Quaternary era, which is 2.5 million years ago to now, there has been 4 interglacial and glacial periods. The erosion and deposition of rocks has caused these different platforms and the shape of this cave. When it was first found, it was the size of a human that could fit inside. As the people went inside, they found that it was much bigger. In the cave, we can find fossils of different animals. So back in Pangaea, these lands were joined. Animals such as elephants were from Africa, and they must have came over to Sicily. When the lands separated, these elephants were stuck on Sicily, and since there are less predators, they actually became smaller and smaller. They were called the dwarf fauna. We can see the cavemen used to eat the food here and use these tools. At the entrance of the cave, there's a charcoal drawing of a sorcerer. You can see it's made of these different animal parts. It's supposed to represent what the sorcerers were like. We are now next to the cave. We have the main entrance, and then there are several entrances you can go through, but these are a bit dangerous. So we go through the main entrance and we get helmets with some lights on. At the top you can see it's all cracked and broken, and you can see charcoal all over here. This is because above there was supposed to be construction. The residents were angry and they threw the furniture down and burnt it. The natural ground was much higher, but we can see that once it was excavated, it's a lot deeper now. At this entrance, we can see that charcoal drawing. So you need to put on your safety helmet and go in. It's quite cold. It gets extremely dark inside, so you need to turn on your flashlight. The ground is extremely slippery because it's wet from the dripping ceiling. You can see there's lots of green sections. This is the moss growing since it's liquid. The guide will continue to tell you lots about this cave. It's all in Italian. You can see all the water droplets. So all along here is all colourful rocks because of the moss. Stalactites and stalagmites are found on the floor. It fell from the ceiling. 1 centimetre for this to grow takes 50 years. The piece we're holding here is 2 stuck together, and at the very top you can see 2 holes there. These are formed because of the water drips. There are more colourful rocks, and these are from natural minerals such as iron and magnesium. If you take a close look to the ceiling, you can see all the little water droplets. Behind it you can see the rocks, so it makes it like silver glitter everywhere. A little bit further down, the rocks are a bit more brown, so actually it looks like gold glitter everywhere. It is extremely beautiful here. The guide had mentioned that she worked here for years and has never seen a bat. This was the first time she got to see one. In this video I have zoomed in, but it's actually very, very small. As we go deeper into the cave, it becomes colder, more slippery, and darker. We have now walked the furthest, which is 100 meters into areas that we are normally not allowed to. So behind this gate is only for monitoring purposes. At the very back with the reflection, you might be able to see that well. Here you can touch the water. You want all the lights off so you can hear all the dripping, the sounds of the bats. Feel that darkness, letting your eyes adjust, and you can sort of see a little bit once it's adjusted. And then as we go back, we can see the bat again. Now we can see its 2 little legs. We want to continue all the way back out. As you leave, this time we saw a pregnant horse. Next time you visit, you might be able to see that baby.
Now we're going back to the entry point where we will see those fossils. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Bye!